Blue Alley at the end of session. That's
Yep.
kind of what happened.
Ready to go.
Yeah,
And somebody touched a lot of things, and that's probably all that happened.
yeah.
Still wants
It's
to
still
touch
going
it.
on, by the way.
Yeah, Sir Touchlot is still in a mood.
Yes. And we got a unicorn that has been transferred into
Oh yeah,
a
that's
statue of
why
a
the hell
unicorn.
did I write that down? That's the kind of one thing that happened that you need to write down, and then I didn't.
That's the last thing I wrote down, that the unicorn claims she's called Primera.
Yeah, I have Primera the
Yeah.
unicorn statue.
Yeah.
And Mert offering 300 gold.
Yeah, Mert what purchasing?
Yeah.
300 gold,
Yeah.
yeah. Sounds something. I forgot about them. You could have said 500, I forgot. I probably could have checked it back in the video.
I heard you said 500, didn't you guys?
Yeah, what do you mean we could have said?
Nope.
He said
Pretty
500,
sure
you
it was
just misheard.
1500, but
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it was
Deduct
5,000.
everything. Okay, yeah. So
Or
what did you
magical
stick
weapon
with?
for
I'll
everybody.
deduct double the difference from your inventory if you.
Shit. Never mind.
We'll have to pay him 100 gold to take the
Yeah.
unicorn statue.
It's like,
yeah.
here are 5,000 gold. The new tax collector. Yeah, sorry guys, new tax
Yeah.
in town. You have to pay.
Oh, you want to go on an adventure? That's gonna cost you.
I'm ready, by the way.
Nice.
All the fees and tourist tax. It's on top of it.
Okay, so with that being said, you are now. So for remind me again, Tino, how long is this? How long did we say the madness?
it was 27 hours in total.
yeah.
Not quite sure
That
how
was-
many missed past.
I thought, wasn't it 30 and there was 27 left?
I think that's it. Yeah.
I think that's it, yeah.
I
had
thought-
I
wrote
thought
down
I wrote
27
down
hours, so
30.
that's probably what's left, yeah.
Yeah, because you're already 4 hours in or something, or for 3 hours in. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, with 27 hours left of touching, you're now outside of Blue Alley, and the statue talked to you, and it says it's actually a real unicorn, and it's trapped, and asks you for help. And with that,
Did we ask? Because I know we talked a little bit to it, but it apparently did not take any particular notes from that.
Yeah.
Did we talk to it?
We did talk to it,
Yeah,
and it
that's-
said it wanted help. It thanked us to get out, and then it wanted help to able to be not a statue.
yeah, so you
And
have
we decided to take it to the, and we decided to bring it home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we stopped.
I think that's the last thing we did. We decided to bring it home and think it over.
Yeah, so you went home indeed, and I think you started in the morning, right? So this is now the afternoon, and you're back home in Trollskull Manor, ready to.
Can we get Sean a fidget spinner?
I just put out all my stuff from my backpack in front of me, and touching everything one at a time, and then go back again.
Yeah,
There's
you're-
instruction. You
it's-
can just give him a bag of nails and he can touch all of them.
That
not a bad
actually,
idea. Instead of the gold coins, I'll have nails.
And you sort these by size.
I'd love to.
Sean, come here. And I take him up to one of the rooms inside. I take out an entire bag of ball bearings. Pour it out on the floor. Like, here, put it back in the bag. And I close the door to the room.
Alright.
Being an absolute asshole.
He's not an idiot, right? So he knows.
You're just being an
he's still
asshole.
Capable. still capable of thinking. It's just his compulsion to touch everything.
It's to keep you out of trouble. Just go ahead
Yeah.
and touch all
Yeah.
of these.
Did you ask him to touch the bottom of the bag upside down when he's done?
Hey, Jean, when you're done, try and touch the inside of the bag when it's upside down. Good luck. Hi. There. Sean is. I don't think it'll. I don't know how long this shit is gonna last. We might need to get him to a cleric. But
Yeah.
at least he's busy for now. I
don't know.
literally just dumped a bag of ball bearings in the room.
I felt pretty bad when I
he's
came out of that room with him, but I mean, I didn't
Do we
feel that bad
officially know
later.
how long the curse lasts?
I don't think so.
no.
Oh, okay.
You just-
Nah. I went through the same thing and I shook it off in a couple minutes, so I'm guessing he can shake it off in a couple hours.
Maybe he
Right.
needs to sleep on it.
Maybe it's something different. I don't know.
Well, curse is a dangerous thing to ignore for too long.
Well, I'm not even sure it's a curse. I think he just went. The room was so silent, so we tried to sing and like keep our minds from drifting, but I think he just sort of went a bit insane.
Do you sing that poorly?
Yeah, blame me. Nah, it was weird in there. But I think he needs a psychiatrist more than a clerk.
What?
Yeah, exactly. A head doctor.
The guy with the drill.
Yeah,
Well,
relieve some
Take him in
pressure.
the morning if he's still not better. Maybe it just needs to air out a bit.
I'll be better.
Maybe
in
it's one
time.
of those illnesses. If you do it twice, he's healthy again. So maybe you should sing for him some more.
Well, it's not my singing that did it.
Sure.
But yeah.
Wasn't great.
But well,
So
Sean is gonna be at least for a bit. I don't know how long it takes to touch 1,000 ball bearings, but
pretty
At
quick
least
if you just scoop them
hands
up.
are preoccupied for a little bit. Now for the proverbial, well, I guess unicorn in the room. What are we gonna do about the unicorn in the room?
Do we know why this guy wanted her? Was he
Not
like
really.
trying to help her or trying to kidnap her?
He was like, I want a statue. It's there. Go get it.
Yes.
I assume since he was so specific, he knew that it would be a unicorn, and he sort of
How did he
neglected
know?
to mention that.
How did he know it was there anyway? If it wasn't part of the maze?
Well, it was part of the part of the maze. We only didn't know it was a living thing until we took it outside.
No, we asked her, I think, and she said she was put there when the maze was already there. She wasn't put there by the guy who made it.
And why didn't the weird oily guys take it away then?
I mean, we can ask her again. I put my hand on her back.
Hi.
So,
Hi, thank you.
Keep for calling.
hi, Primara. Just to make sure, because my memory's a bit fuzzy, you were you put there by the wizard who made the Blue Alley maze, or were you put there later?
It's hard to understand me what's going out. The only really thing I know is that I was a unicorn once, and then some evil thing transformed me into a statue, and I've been all over the place since then. It's hard for me to grasp time in this form, but I don't think the maze was where you said you find me, right? I don't think that was the first place I was in. I think it was just my last
Well,
place.
Remind me again, guys, what was the name of the guy who wanted us to find her?
Merch.
It's merch, it says in the chat, Well,
Does the name Merch mean anything to you?
merch. But to be fair, I don't have a great memory. I forgot your name already.
Oh, well, yeah. In that case, I guess we'll go find this Murph again and see what he has to say about it.
Did,
Talius?
Yeah.
What's it saying? Is it a she?
Oh,
What's it?
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's. I didn't bother to ask. I mean, it's a horse. You can look underneath, and
I might slap you. Don't do that.
It's a
Don't be
statue.
rude.
anatomically correct statue, I assume.
Yep.
So yeah, she doesn't remember much, but she thinks she was moved after she was turned into a unicorn. But doesn't exactly explain everything. But
Does she know how to unstatue her?
I think we asked her that when we left Blue Alley, and she doesn't remember much. She's just super confused. But yeah, maybe we should talk to the Murph guy, see what he knows. Or, well, you know, when I say talk, we could snatch him up at night, make him talk.
And say that we found the statue, but we have a little trouble in moving it out. If he has any possible knowledge of magic holding it on the statue that's giving us trouble.
The way I see it, he's either willing to help us and a good person, or not willing to help us, and it shouldn't matter what we do to him to make him talk.
Yeah, but I hate to, like, put the thumbnails on a person who was gently acting in good faith.
Yeah, that's why I figured, like, we'll snatch him up at night and we'll bring him here. And if he sees the statue and he has good intentions, he'll help us. And if not, well, I guess we'll have to recolor the floors.
He can just lie.
Well,
he can turn it back into a unicorn here, or, you know, not go back at all.
I won't let it be said I'm not one for a bit of kidnapping and light torture on a regular afternoon, but those shadow thingies that came out of the painting, I've been feeling like shit since we ran into them, and I could really
How much?
Sleep.
How much was Murph going to pay us for the statue?
300 gold.
Yeah, so we could ask an art appraisal for the statue. If like the art appraisal, well, that's like 10 gold for that statue at most. Then we know something up. But if the art appraisal says, well, that's a nice 300 gold statue you have there, then.
But I mean, you're assuming that he went there and saw it and then went back out, because that's the only way. Like, I don't know.
You know it's there.
Yeah, that's my point. I think he might be the person who put it there, or he might have, or if he's on the up and up, he might have had some rumor or did some spell to know where she was.
Or someone commissioned him to find it.
He obviously knew what it was. Or do you just think he likes unicorn statues and goes to the trouble of paying 300 gold for someone to go fetch a particular one?
If it's like a 500 gold statue, then I would pay somebody 300 gold to go fetch it for me. But if it's like worthless, if it's less.
How do you appraise a real unicorn turned into a statue? I mean, obviously it's perfect.
Nobody knows it's a real unicorn. So if you just ask an art appraisal guy how much for this statue.
He will freak out if he touches it to inspect it closely.
Okay, DM question.
You can wear gloves, right?
What does the statue feel like? Is it like, does it feel like marble? Does it feel like fur or?
Yeah. No, it feels like a real, like
a stone statue.
Like a marble statue, marble stone. It's cold to the touch. It looks like a statue. Sean notes that there's like the magical aura emanating from it. But with his on-demand tech magic, yeah, as long as you don't touch it, you have no idea that it's
Is someone just trying to mess with us? Like, might just be a statue with, like, a spell on it that makes it seem sentient.
It's also possible, but we have to start somewhere.
Yeah, I say we start with Mird. Pour some drinks
We
into
might,
him.
but I think showing him that of letting him know that we have the statue might but not be the smartest idea.
We can say we found it but couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
I mean, we can gauge his reaction if he had the same problem, or if he knew it for some other reason that it was there. Like, we should find a safe place for this thing to be anyway.
We can ask.
Upstairs in our soon-to-be library.
We can
Yeah.
ask. What was his name? Our local ghost.
Our house ghost.
There's, by the way, there's a lot of people who are, they're trying to avoid you, but they're renovating the entire house, so there's people everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, we can ask our ghostly friend to watch over it, but he can't really warn us if someone takes it.
But he can scare them away.
That is true. I mean,
Can't find his name, goddamn.
Liv, are you here?
Oh, you.
And you.
I
next
hand
to
you the
your head-
lantern, huh? That saves me a spell. I hand you the still burning lantern, so you can see Liv yourself.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's true. Very clever. Yeah, because next to your head you see the being that is lit, which is like old.
Oh Jesus fuck!
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hey, Liv. Using
Hey.
this lantern, we can actually see you. That's interesting. So when you're done poking him, Andre,
It goes right through my through my head.
can we ask you a question? Like, if we leave this unicorn statue here, is there any way for you to like guard it and make sure people don't steal it? Like, could you, for example, lock the doors in a way that they can't be opened if we put it in a room? Not really. Can you
I hand
interact
you,
with
like,
objects? And I try to hand him a dagger.
And he tries to grab it, and you sense that he grabs it, but the moment it seems to stick for a second, and then it falls through him. So, oh,
Yeah. I mean, it's thanks, Liv, for trying to help us anyway. Well,
and he tries to pick up the dagger for you, and you see it getting a bit off the ground and falling down again. So it's just on the edge of being a bit too heavy.
it's pretty cool that you can move things.
No, we knew that. He
We should-
made coffee.
Get him a writing
Yeah.
book, a board, that he can write his messages. Like, if in our living quarters we can leave a board and he can write his messages whenever he wants to.
Chartboard, you mean?
Yeah.
Can.
Right now the mirrors are covered.
Yeah, but writing on the mirrors is so inconvenient. I mean,
I might scare away the customers.
not sure you can lift a
Flip
piece
over.
of chalk though. But
No, if
Yeah.
you can serve coffee,
And
I'm
make
assuming we
coffee.
can.
If you make
Oh,
coffee
yeah,
for
fair
us,
enough.
so we can lift some things.
Yeah, he probably could have lifted the dagger a bit to be.
Well, it might be like.
Well,
stuffy.
I will heavy handle. It doesn't do trays. It just does individual coffees.
well, we'll make a chalkboard upstairs. That's for future reference, I
Yeah.
guess. So
What do you guys want to do then?
Let me see how far the alarm spell goes.
Jon is probably touching all the tools and supplies of the builder, so they're getting.
And I was like,
Maybe
what?
get a bit
What the
frustrated.
hell, man?
Oh.
Fuck. And
Sean,
this
are
is
you
like
there?
a
Sorry.
Stop.
very precise guy that lines all his tools like millimeters apart, and be like, no, don't touch this.
I can't help it.
Did you finish the ball bearings already?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much other stuff here that I haven't touched yet.
I have a bag of pythons.
Sean,
Come on.
can I give you a challenge that's actually challenging, unlike Andre's nutty things?
I mean,
Just
Okay.
hold this lantern for a moment and
Yeah.
go find Liv and touch him.
sure.
And Liv senses this like hide and seek, so he is like out of there. Like, oh.
I just continue touching everything and probably leave the lantern somewhere at some point. 'cause
Yeah.
I've touched that once.
Can we
So
get him a
Liv will stand in
drum?
front of him.
Can we make him touch the same object again and again and just give him a bongo?
He can play any instrument by that logic. I think he can play instruments. He seems like a pretty musical guy.
Oh, apparently a terrible singer.
Well, yeah, he didn't make me go insane, so maybe he's better singer than I am.
Maybe.
Well, so, you want to just talk to Mert, or do we want to pressure him in some way? Or do you want to get the statue appraised? I mean,
Well,
I just don't see the point. It's
no, me neither. And I'm afraid if someone is going to appraise it, they would usually probably touch it at some point.
yeah, and
Well, we
find
can
out.
ask the unicorn not to reveal itself. But then
She-
again, it might be so
It
desperate
just-
to talk to anyone who ever touches it.
But plus, it just said it had a really bad short-term memory.
Yeah, I mean, it basically forgot that it spoke to us before we brought it here. So, considering that was like an hour or a couple hours, I don't know. That was I think our key is our friend in the.
Oh, we could
Running portal.
put the statue in the library, and I could put an alarm on it. So if we are in 1 mile radius, I will know. But if you go farther than that, then I won't.
Unless you want to ask your boss. I mean,
Well,
you
I
guys
could
are-
ask, but if I say I have this magical statue that talks, she might put it in a safe place we can't get to, if you know what I mean.
wouldn't you like be able to ask about that type of magic if it existed or something? Like, I don't know. Maybe I guess that doesn't help us.
Yes, but the next question would be why
I'm
would
just
you want to
asking
know?
for a friend, but if someone were to transform a unicorn into a statue, what would one do to get it out again?
Yeah, like. Doesn't. Nah.
Don't get me wrong, they most probably will know, but to them, knowledge is power, and giving away knowledge for free without good reason is kind of looked up on suspiciously. So if I had like a good reason, they would tell me. But if I just say, yeah, I want to know no reason, it's like, oh yeah, why the hell do you want to know that?
Okay.
Maybe we can ask the Dragonborn, the magic shop.
Like how to magically turn to his
I don't
There.
know.
True.
Magic.
Maybe he has a book on it. You never know.
Yeah.
How
It-
to
it-
thaw out a unicorn.
Well, it doesn't have to be unicorn, but how to unstatue a statue that was not a statue before.
Fair
Not
enough.
bring a statue to life. That's a different kind of spell, I think. But
Yeah. It will be interesting to what happens with a sentient statue that will be brought to life, like trapped in his mind or something. So, what do you guys want to do?
I'll put the ritual on alarm on it, so I know if somebody touches the statue, if I'm still within 1 mile of it.
Well, you can block the
Uh,
entire library, right? Just say that they should stop renovating the library for today.
Well, is there like only one entrance into the library?
Good question. Let me check for you then.
Let me check.
Because I don't think I can do like windows. It's like a door or a window or
Oh, it's a thing.
oh no, or an area with 20 feet cube radius.
Yeah, so you
so
can just do
There's
the
one,
area
there's one
around
door
it.
in the library.
And two windows.
Yeah,
The
but-
windows
Still,
on the
it's
library.
you're correct. It's 20 feet cube area as well, if you
Oh.
want to.
So just
Just
put the
entire
spell around
So-
it, and
Yeah.
I'll go find our renovation boss. Can't remember names today.
Tally.
Dally.
Tally.
Tally.
Why don't you guys go to the store to see if the Dragonborn knows anything, and I'll go talk to Tally and make sure no one disturbs the library.
Sure.
See you in a bit then.
Let's go. Let's go.
So, so you find Tally outside, and he's instructing people what to do and with a plan and pointing fervorously.
Hey, Tally. We
Hey.
we were tasked with finding something for someone. It's in the library. Would you mind telling your people to avoid the library for today? Should have moved it out tomorrow.
Okay, sure. Library. Let me see. That is San points to the like this room,
Yeah.
right?
If you take like the living quarters and then one floor above that, there's
Yeah.
two big bedrooms and another room.
Yeah, sure. We can work around it. And
Only for a day.
Yeah, no problem. We'll reschedule them. And you're standing outside there, Tally, and you hear a scream, like a woman scream, high pitched, and you turn around, and one of the it's actually two women shopping. Well, it seems like shopping, and one is pointing at you, Tally. A young woman staring wide-eyed at you, and the elder woman also. And the young woman says something like to the other woman, and she starts staggering over to you, and she runs over to you. And you know this woman. This is Sandra.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she says, "What the hell are you doing here? I thought we had an understanding that I would never see you again. And now you are here in one of the most renowned streets of Waterdeep, and doing exactly what? Looking for another mark? What the hell are you doing here, man?"
Well, you know how things go. Big city. Figured
Were we walking out at the same time towards the dragon?
That's a good question. Who is here?
At least Olivia was there, but you said go outside, so I don't know.
I'm like
Because
assuming we went out with three of us and he stopped to talk to Thaddeus.
Yeah.
We kind of walked by. But now I'm like, if that's correct, I'm like motioning to Andre that we maybe should give them some privacy, that we should move along.
Talius,
Yeah, so you're stepping back out of earshot or not?
Talius,
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah, for fine.
All right, we're gonna.
Fine.
Gonna do the thing.
We're not fine.
Sean is still doing shit inside. I'm not gonna bring him to the magic shop. Seriously, he'll kill us. Maybe Sean will, but maybe the Dragonborn. But
So, are you stepping away out of earshot or not?
Yes, we are
so-
eventually.
Okay. Okay. Then I would say leave the chat for a while. I'll stay here with Stefan for a bit. Okay?